my name's Eliza and I'm doing my 11th blog post this week. I decided that it would be very good to wrap up the end of the year with a multimedia video, so I'm going to try it out. Obviously the 11th blog post this week is on the future of public relations and social media. Pretty much growing up in a generation where we've never had to sacrifice living in a world without the internet has led us to not fully understand the dramatic changes the internet has had on the world. However, we can see even in the recent years the development of how the internet has twisted and turned the world on its head. These days nothing can be left unsaid. The internet offers so many opportunities for communication and opinions. It's a space where news is old before the turn of an hour, pretty much, because of the reach, the accessibility and the diversity of the internet. I mean, it just reaches audiences that we wouldn't even know of, but it sort of reaches every corner of the globe. There's never been a more better time than now for public relations trade to flourish. In the current times, PR is used in most businesses, and media has become such a vital part of operating and functioning of a workplace or an organisation. Organisations now use the internet, and in particular their social media sites, as a key tool for one-way communication and two-way communication. In particular, if you look at the current organisation I work for, which is in the field of championship event motorsport, we use social media as a way to engage our audience and to keep them interested, even in the lead up and in the wind down of an event. So if we've got an event coming up, we post and we're like, hey guys, only 3 days to go, or get yourself down to blah blah and come and visit us. And then in the wind down we say, who won the championship or who won the event and stuff like that. So it's really used as a tool to get the information out there, because obviously not all people can make it to an event, but they can just jump on their phone and get the information straight away. To engage the audience, mine and many other organisations place content on many platforms of social media, like examples including Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. It's not just one social media site that they usually stick to. Through these mediums, organisations share not only words but video posts, photos, memes, hashtags, and much more to suit the decreasing attention span of the modern world. So these days we just don't have an attention span where we're willing to sit there and read a 4,000 word essay, but we'll jump on Facebook and watch a 30-second video. So social media has really been tailored in the last few years to meet the needs of that attention span. Adversely, organisations are impacted by social media because of the need to consistently throughout the 24-hour day have a social media presence all the time. So for a business that works 9 to 5, that's extremely hard to do. An example of this can be seen through my work. Even though I'm contracted from the hours of 9 till 5, Monday to Friday, and then on the occasional event weekend, people often message, email or tweet outside of the contracted hours, in which I'm expected to reply, monitor and maintain outside of work hours. And I mean, it's not included in my wage, it's just sort of expected because it's the social norms now to just constantly be available 24/7 online. It's not just a physical side of social media, however. The skills needed in this day and age are to successfully use, monitor and maintain extend from light video production, photography skills, being witty and engaging with your words, plus being able to analyze data, come up with social media campaigns and encounter your fair share of light graphic design work. I mean, in my work I need to make sure I do some videos on the weekend and I've got some photos to post, and then I'm with our logo, making sure our logo on the bottom of the photos, and we don't have the resources to be able to hire someone else, so that sort of falls on my shoulders. And I would say this is a bare minimum skill set from a normal social media and public relations job. I mean, anyone wanting to go into this field is going to need to have these basic skills. It's sort of a minimum, I would say, these days. You need to know how to use social media, you need to know what's happening, you need to know what's trending, and you just really need to be up to speed because, like any textbook, any journal article says, it's a 24/7 job and it's consistently changing. Social media has impacted the world by making it more and more competitive and an exclusive field to work in. Without the slightest knowledge of the above characteristics and the key skills mentioned, a candidate won't even be considered or would only be used as an introductory field role. I mean, when I first entered the workforce, I was coming in as an assistant, so these basic skills, were sort of all that's needed. But stepping up into a managerial role, there's a lot more pressure to really perform and to build my skills consistently. And half the time you've got to do it off your own back. So you've got to be chasing, you've got to be learning. YouTube is like the best place to learn something. There's so many people out there with expert knowledge that just post videos on YouTube that you can learn from. It's YouTube is probably one of the best platforms to use, I would say. Going forward, however, it's just become worse. I feel it's just going to get worse and worse because, the more it develops, the more it grows, the more need there is to have these wide set range of skills. It's good for the individual, but it's also adversely affects the company because wages get higher as the skill set grows. So for my company, the more I do, the more they have to start, thinking about what they're going to pay me, because the more I learn and the more I can bring, these assets to the company, the more they're going to have to pay me. So it just puts a bigger price tag on the public relations field, and then it's, both negative and positive no matter which way you look at it. I guess that's all I've got to say on the topic. I mean, the future of public relations and social media is so completely just out of our hands. You can predict all you want where you think it's going to go, but you never know what the next trending thing is going to be. You never know what developing technology is going to do. It's just a constant world of unknown, and I guess that's sort of what the most exciting part is about becoming a PR practitioner, is that you just constantly never know where you're going to end up, and you're learning new things all the time, and I learn every day on the job, and I guess that's what's the most exciting thing. Thank you very much, and I hope